No. Junior high football. The 7th grade take the field first. 8th grade will follow momentarily. After that game, I'm your host, Mark the Captain Bly, and the Snowman is back in town, baby. You got...
It's great to be back up here. It's great to be back at Kip Kern Field. You know, it doesn't really get much better than this. You're a 7th grade football team getting to come to a facility like this. It's got to be awesome. I know it's great for these kids, and it looks like Liberty Center is going to get the ball first. Now, unconventionally, we don't have rosters for either team, so bear with us here on the numbers as far as that goes. But, it looks like Liberty's got some big kids down there, Cap. We'll see what happens here. It's going to be a give up the middle. Nice little cutback there. A gang tackled by the 2 linebackers, gain of 5 yards. And, Cap, I know you guys probably talk about this quite often on Friday nights, but we haven't gotten a chance to talk about it. But Liberty Center, again, with just great depth all the way through. You know, you talk about 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. I mean, all the way through, the just numbers just never seem to dwindle down. And you're seeing it here if you can see it on the sideline. There's quite a few kids on the sideline for a 7th grade squad.
Yeah, and that's really one of the testaments to the youth program that we have going on is, we've got 70-plus kids on the varsity, and probably looks like about 30 on the 7th grade team maybe.
Yeah, I like it. Tigers tried to send a guy in motion there. Looks like a false start penalty will be called. So that'll back up the Tigers to 5 yards they gained, and it'll move it to 2nd down, and we'll call it 9 yards on the play.
Now, Phil, we've added a few things this year. Technology, I'm a tech geeky.
Yeah.
We've got a really cool replay system, so we'll get you some replays here as if we get scoring events, we'll do those at first. And
boy, you guys had a ton of those on Friday night, didn't you?
Yeah, and early and often.
All right, Tigers in the traditional wing T set. They'll send a guy in motion here close side of the field. They'll turn, hand straight up the middle. Good stop right there by the interior. That's number 13 for the Panthers. That was a good play there, Cap. He kind of had some room to run, maybe had a cutback lane, but disappeared quickly. Gain of only 2, third down now here in 8. Tigers 7th grade opens up today, and as Cap mentioned, 8th grade just to follow. And then on slate for tomorrow, of course, the Henry County Rivalry Showdown. Napoleon will travel here after a really exciting overtime win at home against the Bulldogs last week. Tigers put it in the shotgun. They'll send a guy in motion, and another false start penalty called against the Tigers.
That won't set well with the coaching staff. So, hey, also tonight, we've got the 8th grade game following this. We've got girls soccer versus Toledo Christian at 7:15. And while we've got that going, we've got volleyball as the Tenora Lady Rams come to town to take on our Lady Tigers. We'll have 2 streams running simultaneously here. And you can watch both those games either on our platform or on the YouTube channel.
Cap, we talk about it. This is always the busiest time of year. As soon as you get into swing, it's just game here, game there, game here, game there. Like you said, you got 2 streams going probably 3 or 4 days out of the week. So a lot of things going on. Drops back to pass, left-handed, good throw, good catch out there in traffic. It looks like he's going to be just short of the first down. Good hit out there. I believe that was 29 by the Panthers, but
where do
nice
we get these left-handed quarterbacks?
That was a nice little rollout pass, waited just in time for his target to open up there, and a nice pickup there to bring it to 4th and 1 with just over 5.5 to go here in the first quarter.
Needed about 14. He got 13.
Good blocking there by the line as well. The pocket was kind of on the move there, Cap. They did a nice job giving him just enough time to make a good throw. Now 4th and 1 here in their own territory. They'll give straight up the middle stuff, but I think he got enough yards for the first down.
Nice movement. They ran behind big number 70 out there.
Boy, he's a big boy, ain't he? Holy smokes.
We apologize. We'll try to get rosters here from the school before our next broadcast.
Maumee looks like they're sticking with a little bit of a 4-man front here, Cap. Tigers come out, successfully ran it there, but, a couple penalties kind of stalled that drive out, so let's see what they do with a fresh set of downs here.
I like the LSU a la uniforms by Maumee, man. That's
Maumee's got a nice little varsity squad going. Absolutely. They got some players over there that can play in a tough in a tough conference. Now they're going to pitch it this way to 25, try to make a nice cutback, but a good open field tackle there by number 26 for Maumee. Held that to a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9. Yeah, the NBC conference, the likes of Eastwood, the likes of Genoa, the likes of Oak Harbor, that is a tough conference, Cap. And, Maumee just seems to get better. A couple years ago they won or lost about three seasons there in a row where they had a tough time getting any wins. And now you talk about Maumee and you're talking about, man, they got some really good players. They got a nice receiver, a good core behind them. And, that coach does a really nice job of getting those kids fired up every night. Tigers will look to run it. Quick hitter up the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles. Breaks another tackle. Drives down to about the 47-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd and manageable here. 3rd down and about 4, 3rd and 3. So Tigers eating up this first quarter, Cap, something they do very often, really grinding them out here. And
Ball
again,
control,
we talk about
baby.
penalties really hurt them there in that first couple plays. And now they look like they're kind of getting flow of the offense here. Tigers come out the wing right set. 2 backs in the backfield. They'll hand right side. Fumble on the play. Ball's loose on the turf. And it looks like the Tigers were able to get it back.
Wow, it fell right on a Maumee Panther.
Wow, good play there to be able to get that back. Thought he might have had first down yardage on the run. Nevertheless, didn't lose any yards, so it remains 4th down and 3 here for Liberty Center. So Tigers will come out here on 4th down. See if maybe they try to get him to jump off sides here, Cap.
Yeah, Maumee's coaches saying, watch the ball, watch the ball.
There's the hard count. Another hard count, nothing going there. Good job there by Maumee. And a timeout is called here by Liberty Center. So good job there by Maumee to stay disciplined and not jump. Tigers tried to hard count him, didn't work. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 3 after the timeout.
And the significance of that, Phil, is you're dealing with 7th graders that really are playing probably their first big stadium game, and to be that disciplined in game number 1 of your 7th grade season is a pretty good feat.
Well, I'll tell you what, their linebackers have done a nice job here in the opening series. They've seen the ball carriers and they've attacked. A couple times they've missed some tackles, but I think they've done a nice job finding the football and getting to the hole of where the attack is. But, I think Maumee's done a nice job. Liberty Center, again, there we talked about it, those penalties a little bit on the first drive. We'll see what they do here on 4th and 3. So once again, tomorrow night we will host the Napoleon Wildcats. We will go live right around 6 o'clock, I believe, pregame show. We'll do, I think, interview with the Coach Moeller, I think, that you guys have been doing, and I know that's
just wait, buddy.
Been great stuff. I know you guys got some other stuff in the
that
works.
up this year.
So great stuff there. Always look forward to hearing Scott and Casey talk every week about the progress that's going on.
That segment is now going to be called On the 50 with Coach Casey Moeller. We've got our new virtual studio running.
Yep.
And Casey, Scott, and I are sitting right here in the press box on the 50-yard line there, buddy. Just wait till you see that one.
So here's the 4th down play. They'll fake the handoff, throws the pass, roll out. Good patch, good catch, caught it there at the 40. He's got running room down the sideline to the 30. Now to the 20 and taken down right about the 17-yard line. What a play there from the Tigers. Number 2, again, we've seen him roll out before. Rolling out to that left side. Had a guy wide open. He actually had 2 guys open there, I thought, Cap. He made the wise choice and threw it to number 27, who was down in the flats. Caught it at the 40, 41-yard line. He knew what to do with it. First down, Tigers inside the 20 at the 18.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Phil, he had 2 receivers. He had a deep receiver, but just, I tell you what, nice pass just over the defenders.
So 2:15 to go. Tigers still on offense in their first possession. First down, and I think they're going to get the Tigers on a false start penalty here. So, it is first game stuff here, Cap. Now a couple penalties. We've seen pre-snap penalties here from the Tigers. So that'll move them to 1st and 15, now back to the 23-yard line. Yeah, that is really cool. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm showing previews of the interview here.
Yeah, good stuff, man. You guys, you're always doing some stuff to see how you guys can improve, and again, we'll mention these guys here in just a few minutes, but our sponsors are just so great to us that allow us to be able to do that kind of stuff, and it also helps having a great young man like Boom Boom Ballman who just wants to be a part of it. And Tigers with a handoff up the middle, great running play there, got most of all the penalty yardage back, and then some. And that'll take it to a third or a second and about 7 yards, 8 yards, maybe 6 yards on the play. Under 2 minutes to go. And, Boom Boom's just one of those guys, too. He's just so laid back. He doesn't need the credit. He knows he's awesome.
I don't know, though. He was pretty nervous on Friday.
Oh, man. Oh.
Also, one of the things you'll notice is our logo's changed this year.
Yes, great. Awesome. I love this.
And
I love that so much.
paying homage to the GOAT fan, Kent Dog.
So Tigers, again, try to draw them off sides.
On second down, I'm not sure I understand that, but I don't have to because I'm an announcer, not a coach.
So, Cap, we got a minute. Do we have our sponsor stuff? Do we got are we
be
doing?
Patient,
okay.
Grasshopper.
Okay. Okay.
What we're going to do this year in all the games, we're going to run our sponsors in what we call our short form between the first and second quarter, and then between the third and fourth quarter. And then at halftime, we've got a long version of our sponsors. So all videographic, all voiceover. Boom Boom spent a lot of time doing that. And
see, again, you're just proving. You make me sound like a genius. I love when you do that.
Well, we don't have a lot of time on our hands, but we got a lot of ideas.
I got a few minutes here. Let's talk a little bit about maybe some of the other games that are going around on the area tomorrow in the league. Archbold at St. Henry. That's kind of become an interesting NWAL MAC showdown, kind of like that a lot. Patrick Henry goes to Ayersville. Ayersville's going to look to bounce back after just a nightmare showing last Friday against Delta. Delta obviously very improved. Mike Vickers obviously getting some kids to buy in there. So Wauseon will take on Bellevue at home. That's become a bit of a rivalry as well, as those guys have met in the playoffs.
Well, and Wauseon needs a comeback game.
Yes. Very disappointed after the game last week against Fairview. But Fairview, a solid squad. We'll cover a little bit more of these later. Tigers on second down. They'll give up the middle. Looked like he never really got his footing after the initial hit at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Something didn't look right. Either he slipped or the handoff wasn't clean or both. But maintain the ball, that's the big thing.
Looks like we got a penalty on the play. I guess we're going to get a sideline warning on Liberty Center.
Something.
That's what it looked like. I think the call was there. So Tigers again here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the shotgun. Quarterback will keep all the way. He's got a hole. Good cut there. Breaks a tackle at the 10-yard line. Drives down to about the 6-yard line, and he's got enough for a 1st down right around the 6-yard line. And Cap, I think that might be the end of the first quarter here. Liberty Center will see if they can get another play off. Clock will stop momentarily on the 1st down.
I think they're going to try to get.
Now they'll roll it here with 20 seconds. Good little run play there by the quarterback. He fouled his blocks initially and then cut right off the inside hip and was able to get a couple extra yards there for the 1st down. Now with 9 on the clock, Tigers will come out on the wing tee. Here's the snap. Give off the right side. Hit right there at the 6-yard line. Number 13 on the play. And Cap, I mentioned it a few times.
Shot that gap. Nice play.
Yeah, the linebackers have done a nice job. But just like that, it'll be the end of the first quarter as Liberty Center eats the whole quarter on their opening drive. So our score is still scoreless here at Kit Kernfield Rexlinger Stadium.
Tiger Sports Live would like to thank its 2024-25 title sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Swanton Welding, P's and Ello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support them. All right, we're back here. You've heard from our sponsors, and that's a cool little graphic Boom Boom came up with. And we appreciate those. They support us, man, so you support them. That's kind of going to be my shtick for this year. Without them, folks, these broadcasts just aren't available to you, and is impossible for us to do. So, hey, again, big schedule today. 8th grade game will follow this one at 5:15-ish. Here, look at this. Let's go. The 8th grade game will play. Look at Phil here and myself, the captain. And in our studio, right up above Rex Lindgren Stadium, Kip Kern Field.
Best in the area.
Yeah, it is. Then we'll have girls soccer at 7:15. The Lady Tigers will take on the ladies of Toledo Christian. I believe they're the Eagles.
Yes.
They are.
And, they are the premier 8-man football school as well. They won the state championship right here. Actually, great football.
Yeah.
Holgate was right there with them, so they look primed to make another run as well. Toledo Christian looks pretty good. So,
all right, back to the field here.
So, in the whole quarter, I feel like it's one of those moments where, you feel like you really got to punch it in here. 2nd and 5 from the 5-yard line. Tigers will line up in the shotgun. They'll take the snap. Right up the middle goes the quarterback. Met at about the 2-yard line, thrown to about the 1-yard line. I think they're going to call it down at about maybe in between the 2 and the 1.
Yep. Yeah, he got stopped, and then one of his big linemen. Liberty's got 2 big linemen, number 70 and 71. And then number 75 over here. 77. All the 70s, man. You look at me.
No kidding.
They're grown men. They probably drove the bus. Oh, wait, we didn't travel.
So I think if you're the Tigers here, you got 2 plays to get 2 yards. Just underway here, 2nd quarter, scoreless. Tigers still in their opening drive of the ball game. They'll go under center. Takes the snap, give right side. Good blocks there by number 70. Looked like 29 was crashing in. Good block by 70, and the Tigers scored on the opening drive and capped 9.5 minutes off the clock, and that's how you do it if you're the Tigers on their way to the touchdown.
Yeah, it's a typical Liberty Center football drive there, folks.
And again, that drive started with some penalties. The Tigers did a good job overcoming some adversity there. I think there was about 4, maybe 5 pre-snap penalties
easily,
there,
yeah.
Cap, and they were able to overcome it with some
first
good,
game
with some
jitters.
good plays.
But I'll tell you what, the quarterback, I want to get his name because he has thrown some dimes out there.
Yeah,
left-handed, rolling too. He's rolled out and thrown the ball.
That's a great point. So the Tigers will go for the 2-point conversion here. They'll go in the wing tee, line to the left. Under center, he'll take the snap. Fakes the give, draws left side, now throws and had a receiver out there, but was unable to get the catch. Maybe a nice little RPO there.
Yeah.
But unable to connect on the play. And after the score, the Tigers unable to get the 2-point conversion, and that leaves your score at 6-0 Tigers as Maumee will get their first possession here with 7:14 to go, 2nd quarter. So the Tigers, once again, on their opening game here, opening drive, they take about 9 minutes off the clock. They're able to score the touchdown. Again, had a couple of penalties there to open the quarter, open the drive, but Liberty Center able to overcome that. I want to give credit to Maumee. They did a nice job pursuing the football. They tackled well in space. The Tigers just made a few more plays on that series there, which was the difference.
Well, I think those rollout pass plays were really the big difference. Yeah, in that. And the fact that we've got a quarterback left-handed, first of all, which, we talk a little bit because Liberty's now got a left-handed quarterback in Caden Kreinbrink. And, I talked Coach Moeller and some of the guys about, is there a difference in left-handed quarterback? And I love it, right? Coach Moeller ain't going to change anything. But, the ball spins differently, whatever, but – and he can roll out to the other side and not throw across his body, the different things. But some great plays there. And I think, as you said, maybe the jitters got him a little bit. So Maumee now will take their first snap here with 7:14 left. They'll hand it off. Run the edge, and he's got the edge, and they're not going to get him.
And just like that, Maumee on their first play – their offensive
Just a
drive.
jet sweep.
And, yeah, just outran the defense there, never able to get any leverage. And Maumee, with a little bit of speed there, Cap, was able to burn the defense on his way to a touchdown.
The defensive end was all the way inside up by the center on the play. I don't know if he got caught in there, but, the edge was all the way in the interior of the offensive line. So.
Yeah, and take nothing away from number 29. And
Turn the Jets
there was
on.
a couple of Tigers out there I thought might have had a chance to get him, Cap, but he just outran all of them and was able to score. And just like that, the Tigers are going to get another drive here offensively. But first, a 2-point conversion here for the Panthers. See what they do here now offensively. Maumee's got a couple of big kids on their line,
I was
too.
just noticing that.
26 in there. Looks like he'll take the snaps. He'll shift 29 over to his left. Now a guy comes in motion. He drops back to pass, throws it out there. Great catch in traffic, and he's able to squeeze into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. That was a great catch, Cap. He got that down low and was able to squeeze in there.
I think if you watch that, what you're going to find is
might have crossed the line
he
there
was
before
over
he got
the line,
there.
but the line judge was moving into the end zone because he saw the pass. So, but again, it's a good play though. I mean, good recognition, good catch. Maumee with a quick score leads Liberty Center 8-6 here.
Sorry, the boss is on his way up here.
So, we did say tomorrow night we'll go online at 6. And for home games, we are going to go up live in our studio here at the press box at 6 o'clock. And we'll have the Swanton Welding pregame show with your host, Scott Barrett. Have that interview with Coach Moeller on the 50. And then the Napoleon Wildcats come to town. Again, that's going to be a good contest. Napoleon's probably tired of hearing you lost to Liberty again. So, they're going to be juiced up.
For the Tigers.
Yep, they're going to be juiced up. And Liberty's going to have to maintain their posture. And, I talk a little bit about last week's game. Liberty came out last year, scored on the first play. 2 years in a row, Liberty scored on the first offensive play against Tenora. But then looked like it was first game. This year, last week, they looked kind of in midseason form. I don't want to put the jinx kibosh on them, but they look pretty good. A lot of reps, a lot of kids.
I tell you, they did. I was talking with my dad, and they was talking. If you were talking to a team about if they were to get film on the game, what would you look at even? Because there were so many kids that went in and out that. How would you even look at who to key on? You had the Tigers. Here was the big thing for me, Cap. Defense aside, obviously I thought they played great defensively, but they were clean offensively. Last year I remember at Tenora there was about 3 or 4 chop blocks in that game. It just they didn't feel good. So like you said, you talk about being in that mid-season type of form. I think that's a great point to what you said there. And the Tigers ran 35 offensive plays for 450 total yards, and that
scored
just
38 points.
And to be honest with you, Coach Moeller really did let off the gas there a lot of it there in the third quarter, and it was just reps.
And it's a running clock.
Yep. So, and I also love. Some teams may think, Liberty's running up the score, but the reality is us getting those game reps, the field goal by Ian Rosebrook, you cannot count how
that's an investment.
Yes, I mean it's great stuff, and that's all coaching staff work, and I think you just got to give them credit there. All right, after the timeout here, Tigers now in the shotgun. That'll be a run play with the quarterback. Then a nice shot to try to pop it outside. Broke a couple of tackles. Broke another tackle. Now he's got some green across the grain there. And he'll end up about the 41-yard line. So a lot of running there, but a positive gain. Looked like there was nothing there. Broke a couple of tackles. And he gained 6 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4 for Liberty Center. But, just so many kids. And, you get a glimpse of some of the younger guys, too. Kellen Weimer, I thought, played an excellent football game. And, how about Jackson Lonzak? Oh, my goodness. He is just a specimen of an
I had
athlete
him for the big dog in the game.
Just an
dog.
unbelievable
Well, Stephen Brogan on the
and
line. Our line, Spangler.
Somebody answered the bell every time. Tenora had a nice drive, and then Brogan, just with a man sack in there. And, just he just – pinned his ears back, and it was just, like you said, they look midseason form. Give up the middle here, broken tackle, now bounces it outside, makes another cut, gets a first down, spins off another tackle across the 50. Now he's got running room across the 40. Now he's finally driven down at about the 35-yard line. What a run by number 27. He was tackled about 6 times, spun out of 1, juked out of 2, and found his way for a first down inside of Panther territory at the 35.
That is what I call a Chris Berman run.
He broke a lot of tackles. Line definitely got him started. He made a couple of cuts, found the green grass, and he's got some foot speed on him too, Cap. Kind of pulled away a little bit. Was able to get up to the 35-yard line here with about 5:40 here to go in the first half.
Hey, look at that. Ask and you shall receive.
Oh, nice. Can you send that to me?
I can. Somebody was gracious enough to send it to me. Dawn Badenhop. Thank you, Dawn, for sending that to me.
Is that Brady's mom? Brady Badenhop's mom?
Hey,
Good
I got
run
the
there.
name in there, Phil.
You're like one thing at a time.
That's right, bro. Come on.
25 on the carry there for the Tigers. He gains about 6 yards on the play on first down, second down and 4. So Tigers now here in the last couple plays, Cap, on first down, getting about 5 or 6 yards consistently. And isn't that a staple along with the downfield blocking?
That's right.
Liberty Center does a great job on first down. Bryce Miller, the quarterback for the Tigers here. He lines up in the shotgun. Lucas Roars next to him in the backfield.
Yeah, now that we've got a roster, we'll call the names here.
Jaden Barner, the wingback on the right side. Here comes a guy in motion. That's Braden Sager. He takes the handoff. He drives down to about the 27-yard line, maybe the 26-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and short for the Tigers.
Tell you what,
that looks like a Ryan Sagers boy, I bet you, huh?
Could be.
Oh, I bet it is.
That makes me feel old, Phil.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you.
That's
and there's the boss right there, Cap. There he is. Braden Sager on the carry. What's up, Cameron? Did you get my wallet? Beast. So Tigers come out here now, 3rd down and short. We'll call it 3rd and 2. 4 minutes to go here, first half. Panthers lead it 8-6. Now it'll take the shotgun snap right up the middle. Laser speed up the middle. That's, once again, Bryce Miller, the quarterback. And he knew exactly what to do. Get downhill. He gained 7 yards on the play. Good for the first down. Tigers move it to the 22-yard line now.
I'm looking at this roster, Phil. You've got Cifuentes, you've got Schwab, you've got Roars, you've got Babcock. And the cool thing about this is Liberty Center is a generational
is number 7.
A generational community.
Yeah.
It really is. People come here and stay here. And I had a pretty cool conversation with somebody who just moved into town. We'll talk a little bit about that this week.
Now Miller will be under center. He takes the snap. Looks to throw. Got a guy out there. Great ball, but unfortunately unable to bring it in. That's Callan Lonzak. But again, Bryce Miller with another really nice throw. I thought he had again, Cap, 2 receivers open. Looked like Jaden Barner was also open on the deep route.
Yeah, Barner was over on the left side.
Another good throw there, unfortunately unable to gather it in. 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. You going to get me something?
Now 2nd down and 10 here with 3:21 and Liberty trailing by 2 as Maumee was able to convert on their 2-point play.
Miller will take the snap, runs to his right all the way. Good blocking out there. Great cut. Another good block there. Who was that? Number 25, Lucas Roars with a really nice block right there. And that good cut there as well. He kind of cut right off his hip there, Cap. That was a nice little play there to bring up a 3rd down and short for the Tigers. Man.
Caden Hahn, number 70, is a head taller than every other person out there. So, Coach Badenhop and his basketball staff's out here scouting. I can see that right now.
Well, Isaac Cifuentes, the right guard, did a nice job on that play. He kind of started that play. Now we give again. He makes another nice block. Good play there by the linebacker. Stuffs that short. I think it's going to bring up 4th down and maybe 1 yard on the play. That's exactly what it's going to be. It'll be 4th down and 1 for the Tigers. Nice play there. I think that was 27 for the Panthers. 2:15 here to go, second quarter. Tigers with it now, 4th down and 1 on the Panther 13-yard line.
Snap and go. Nobody's over the center.
It'll be Miller under center. He takes the snap. Turned the wrong way. Makes a move in the backfield. Makes a couple of guys miss. And he's going to find his way to a 1st down. What a play from Bryce Miller, who I don't know if he turned the wrong way or if the backs went the wrong way. He kind of started outside, made a nice move, and was able to get 1st down yardage up to the 10-yard line. What a play, 1st down and goal, Liberty Center.
Some shifty running by the quarterback.
Wow. He was dead to rights by 3 guys there in the backfield, Cap, and still found his way to a 1st down.
Hey, I'm just going to say before we start the 8th grade game, if anybody out there's got the 8th grade roster, send it to me too. We appreciate that.
Now Miller in the shotgun. He'll send Sager in motion. Sager will just take the snap.
Oh, blocking
and
the
he
back.
got tripped up there. Good play by number 26.
Ooh.
Great open field tackle. I think if he doesn't make the tackle, Cap, he probably gets that call.
Well, I think Liberty got away with one. The defensive end, or the offensive end was caught. He blocked in the back, but the tackle was made, so I think that was probably a good no call.
And gave him a gain of maybe a yard on the play.
Yep, 1.
So 2nd down and 9, 2nd down and goal for Liberty Center. Tigers will come out now. It'll be Miller under center. Sager lined up in the backfield, along with Roars. He's got a guy wide open in the end zone. Caught for the touchdown is Ben Schwab, who snuck out behind the defense on again, Cap, a great rollout pass. And Miller was able to set his feet and find his wide open target in the end zone for the touchdown. And the Tigers capitalize on some really nice running, and they score with 41 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
All right. After this play, we'll show you our brand-new replay system.
Nice. Cool.
You'll be able to see it right here.
Yeah, what a play. I can't wait to dissect it. I wish I had a board like John
Telestrator.
Madden. Yep.
Because you come over here, pow!
So Miller now will be in the shotgun. Here comes Sager in motion. He'll take the snap. Direct run all the way. Good block there. That was Roars who kind of sprung him in the end zone. And the Tigers get the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and they go up 14-8 with 41 seconds here to go, second quarter.
Here, let's take a look at that touchdown again, Phil. Check this out.
Yeah, it was a really nice play here by Miller. You see the initial fake. Sager did a nice job to kind of just slow that defensive end up just enough to just give Miller enough time. And then again, wide open was Schwab in the end zone, and he was able to secure the touchdown.
And if you see that, run that one more time, Cole. Can you do that? And you watch the Maumee defender. He's in no man's land out there.
Yeah, he was kind of right on the end zone line or the 5-yard line.
Well, he didn't know. He had an up back, and then he had somebody deep, and it's like, okay, what do I do?
Yep.
And he was left out there on an island, and Liberty Center took advantage of it.
So let's give a little bit of credit to the coaching staff there. That's a really nice design player there on the goal line. You know, you've been successfully running it for 5-6 yards there on first down. You draw up a little pass play like that where you get some guys itching. Then you get one guy out there to cover two, and that's not really possible. And again, Miller, we've seen a couple great throws, Cap. Another one. I know it's a little easier with a guy that's wide open,
but I tell you,
a great throw.
You're talking about game one of a seventh grade game, and he's making throws like he's in midseason.
I mean, if he waits even another half a second there, he's going to get hit by that defensive end. So, again, just a great poise in the pocket there, great pass, great catch. You say he's wide open, but those are sometimes
those are the hardest ones.
The hardest ones to catch. So
because you're like, you want to aim. You want to aim that, and you just can't do that. So
See if we can get a little bit of this defense out here. Number 20, John Babcock out here. Number 8, Colton Wright. Playing safety is Callan Lonzak.
Now Liberty will go to a 3-down lineman. They were 5 down before, and I think they dropped somebody back to keep that edge covered.
Now they'll take the snap, give right up the middle. Good run here by 13. Big hit right up the middle. Nice hit there. We've called his name a couple of times here already, and that was number 70, Caden Hahn, on a big hit right there, but not after a gain of 7 yards on the play.
Maumee's got some speed. They hit the line pretty good. So Maumee will take a timeout here with 35 seconds. Once again, we'll have the 7th grade or 8th grade game at 5:15, and then our JV girls will tip off at 5:45. Cole, 5:30. I don't know. 5:30. And we'll just stream that game. You'll be able to watch that. You'll hear all the action through our onboard microphones with our camera in the gym there. And I do want to thank, one of the things we overlook a lot, our video is phenomenal. And I say that very respectfully. And all of that is made possible by the Liberty Center Athletic Boosters. The Liberty Center Athletic Boosters have made all of these cameras possible for Tiger Sports Live to use, including the new digital auto tracking cameras we use for baseball and softball, man. We're gonna implement those in our broadcast here this year. Basketball will be pretty cool with those, but thank you to the Athletic Boosters for making those possible.
There's some heat. Underthrown. Great catch there by the receiver. Good defense, but just a great adjustment in the air by the receiver.
Yeah.
28 seconds here to go, and I think you're going to get another timeout. So Maumee with 2 nice plays here to move the ball into Tiger territory at the 36-yard line.
And that's a tough play for the defender because the underthrown ball. It's kind of you kind of need your safety for those at that point. So.
Cab, you mentioned something about the athletic boosters there. Talk about the lights here at the stadium. You get these brand new lights in. It's 2 rows instead of 1. I was down at Columbus Grove last Thursday. They also got the new lights like this, but there was only 1 row. Ours are 2 rows and really bright, and just you don't have to go down there and hear the sound by the lights, and there's not the bugs, and you come down 24 and you see the lights, and I'm like, dude, it's like a college stadium over there. I mean, it really is just beautiful. And, you talk about the athletic boosters. They do a great job of making sure our facilities are top-notch for these young men and women. And I
will
appreciate
say, too,
it.
There's some private donations in there, too. Liberty Center is one of the most, charitable and giving communities I've seen. We get a lot of we kind of hate you, but we love you type things from a few of the
a little rollout pass there, incomplete, flag on the play.
Yep, a few of the other broadcasting companies, they're like, well, how do you guys do this? Well, we've got some generosity going on. And they're like, yeah, we hate you. I mean, we love you, but we hate you.
Yeah.
And we're very grateful. So, yeah, they're going to get a procedure penalty on Maumee, so that's going to back them up now. So it'll be 2nd and 15 or 1st and 15. Liberty will take the penalty.
Yeah, that's a tough penalty there for Maumee. A couple of really nice plays, and then you get a tough penalty to move it back there a little bit, and you ate some clock too. So 23 seconds here to go on the second quarter clock. And Maumee has some nice players, Cap. If you're Liberty Center, you really got to have your head on a swivel here to stop any possible plays. 14's had a couple of nice plays. We've seen the breakaway speed from 23. Here's a snap. Good catch there by the quarterback. He just launches the deep ball just off the fingertips of his intended target. And just as I mentioned, they do have some weapons and almost strike there. 2nd down for the Panthers, 17 seconds to go.
Well, and that was going to number 8 or number 14 all the way. And Colton Wright was back there on defense. So he's had to run downfield 2 or 3 times here. So now they're going to switch off. I think Bryce Miller is going to come in and give him a rest. He's run all over the field chasing 14 down.
Well, in the scheme of things, too, Cap, this is a really big series here. The Tigers got it to start the game, so, Maumee's going to get it to start the second half. So the Tigers, if they can get a stop here, is really big. And if you're, vice versa, if you're the Panthers, if you can somehow find a way to punch it in and get it and score again, you could find your way to take a score lead. Panthers roll out the pass. Heavy pressure. That one's thrown out of bounds, and there's going to be a flag on the play. I think it's going to be intentional grounding. Who was that madman in there? Number 74 on the blitz. That is Aaron Silvis. What's good pressure there.
I don't know that was a blitz, Phil. I think he come off one of the 3 down lineman positions. I think he just
bum
rushed him.
Yeah, he just manhandled some linemen there and was able to find his way to the backfield and did a nice job to pursue. Quarterback did a nice job to get rid of it, but I don't think it was near a receiver, and I don't think it crossed the line of scrimmage.
It should be 3rd down. Yep, there we go, because it was loss of down.
And I think we're going to get a timeout.
Yeah, I think this is a good timeout by Liberty to say, hey, look, 10 seconds left. Nobody can get behind you. You play your 3 down linemen, you move your linebackers about the 35-yard line, and your safety sitting on the 20.
And I do want to mention here while we got a minute, you talk about the Liberty Center community. If I'm sure you guys have seen on Facebook, if you guys watched the broadcast, Cap, you guys talked a little bit about halftime. There's just a lot of stuff that this community helps out with. We had the Reed Strong. We had the pleasure to have the young man down here on the football field, and the kids were just great with him. And that's something that this community does all the time. They're very loving, and it's funny. I was kind of walking down the sidewalk today, and let's just say my leg's less than healthy right now, and she was like, do you need any help? Is there anything I can do for you? And that speaks volumes for itself.
Well, and I'll go back a little bit to the Reed Ponton story. Reed is the 11-year-old son of Rodney Ponton, and Rodney Ponton was a Liberty Center alumni. And it was pretty cool because we got a lot of great Facebook, social media from Hudson football. They're from Hudson, Michigan. Rodney and his family live up there. But you know what? Once a Tiger, always a Tiger.
Baby. Absolutely.
And it was great to see. It was great community. I know I didn't get a chance to catch Rodney. I tried to, but with the broadcast, they're going to double pass here.
Looks like a pitch sweep. Here comes a speedster. What a tackle out there. That was Ben Schwab. Great play. Just tripped him up enough in the open field, and that'll be the end of the first half. So Liberty Center does a nice job there to get out of that. Maumee, a couple of really nice plays there to start the drive. Kind of got it into Tiger territory, but the Tiger defense stiffens up. And your halftime score here from Rex Lingern Stadium is the hometown Tigers lead it 14-8 over the Maumee Panthers. And we'll hear a quick run from our sponsors, and then we'll be back to do the second half of action.
Tiger Sports Live would like to thank its 2024-25 title sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Swanton Welding, P's and Ello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support the Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support them. Tiger Sports Live would like to thank its 2024-25 title sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Swanton Welding, P's and Ello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support them. Tiger Sports Live would like to thank its 2024-25 title sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Swanton Welding, P's and Ello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support.
This broadcast is copyrighted by Tiger Sports Live for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of Tiger Sports Live is prohibited. Sports Live is prohibited.
All right, we're back here at the Rex Lindgren Stadium, Kip Kern Field for 7th grade football action. Liberty Center leads the Maumee Panthers 14-8. And Phil, Maumee's got some stout defenders. Liberty had the jitters, got their stuff together, and I think really the X factor, as you said, the great catch is the play of the quarterback for Liberty Center. I
think another thing you have to consider as well is it's kind of been a tale of two stories for both teams. Liberty Center's kind of been able to grind it out and keep Maumee's defense on the field, which, as you said, has played well. But then Maumee, with the quick strike offense. And, again, I can't stress how big I think that defensive stop was there for the Tigers to end the first half, because Maumee's going to get it to start. But, Maumee's got some guys defensively. Their linebackers have played really, really well thus far. The Tigers, they've their line has gotten better as the game has went on. I thought there in the first quarter they were kind of missing a few blocks that I think they could have picked up. And then, now that the second quarter's progressed, the first quarter's progressed, those guys have not missed those blocks. And I think that's been a big difference on how they've started some of those drives. Liberty Center was 2nd and 7. Now you've seen 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3 consistently, and I think that's what you're going to start to see here a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah, I think the line has vastly improved throughout the series for Liberty Center. So, all right, Maumee will start with the ball here.
Be a handoff. He'll go wide side. Good play there. He slowed him up, able to break the tackle. Now breaks another tackle. But he's gang tackled out there by the Tigers, number 55. That's Isaac Cifuentes on the stop. I think he had the initial contact there. So good job initially by the Tigers, but a nice job there by the running back for Maumee to escape that initial contact, and he picked up 6 yards, maybe even 7. 2nd down and 3 now for the Panthers. First drive here to start the second quarter. They'll have 3 wide receivers lined up to the side, 1 to the far side. We're 13 lined up on the right side. He'll take the snap, gives to the running back. Good play there by Ben Schwab. Fought off the block and made a nice tackle. And Maumee was able to pick up 4 yards for the first down.
Well, we've called Schwab's name quite a few times. Caught the touchdown pass, playing defensive end and offensive end, tight end. And his angle of pursuit has been really good, really good.
That was a really nice technique there with the hands. He just kind of, kind of swim moved, if you will.
Yeah.
Shrugged the hands off there of the defender or the offensive lineman and was able to make a nice play. Turn that down, please. Thank you. First down and 10 here for the Panthers inside their own territory.
Cam Jam up here with us as usual. Phil Snow's sidekick.
Good catch inside there by the receiver. Makes a couple of moves. Now makes another move.
Ooh, and then he gets forearm shiver. He got Dominican sued.
And
wow.
That was number 70, on the tackle. That's Caden Hahn. Nice little play there. He caught that in some space, and he's a shifty little kid, number 14. He's shifty. He was able to make a couple of guys miss.
Well, and I think he's a good athlete, you can tell, but I think his size, or lack thereof, makes him elusive.
He's definitely very, very elusive.
You know, he reminds me a lot of Okru.
Yeah.
JT
I think that's a good
Okru.
point, yeah.
Shifty, not afraid.
Tigers
You want
had a
some,
couple-
come get some.
Yeah, because Tigers had a couple of guys that looked like they could have made the tackle about 8 yards before that, but he made them all miss. Here's the give now to 29. Tries to go outside. Good pursuit angle there for the Tigers. Breaks a couple of tackles, and maybe, I don't know if he gained a yard or lost a yard. I think they're going to say he lost a yard on the play, so good pursuit by the Tigers. Isaac Cifuentes was there initially, was able to get the hit, and then the Tigers kind of swarm tackled him there to make a loss of a yard. Second down and 11 now for the Panthers.
Well, and the tackle wasn't made on the initial hit, but it did give the rest of the defenders a chance to catch up before that jet sweep got out around the edge. So good defense, good penetration by the line.
Three receivers lined up here to the left side, one to the right. He'll take the snap, rolls out this side. Good pass, good catch there. Caught it about the 32-yard line. Makes a guy miss. He'll go up the sideline.
Okay, somebody's got to
Breaks another tackle and a touchdown. Nice play once again there by number 14. Goes 40 yards for the score. And again, a nice little catch there at the 32-yard line. And was able to get scamper on his way 32 yards for the score there after the catch. And the Panthers tied the score here at 14-all.
And the Liberty coaches, rightfully so, barking at the referee to one of the Liberty Center linemen just got pulled down. And the referee just said he never collapsed his hands. He had him out front. And they're like, well, he had to hold a jersey. Who cares where his hands are at? But nonetheless, it's a touchdown. And number 14 again.
Maumee skill players are really making a difference here for their offense right now. Here's the snap. He'll keep it all the way. Runs into a wall, and it looks like he's going to be short.
Yes, he is.
Caden Hahn ate that up. Who else down there? Number 74 getting up from that pile. Number 74 is Aaron Silvis. So the two-point conversion is no good. So Liberty Center with a great two-point stand, and now the score stands at 14-all with 5:31 here to go, third quarter.
Yeah, and I think that was big for Liberty Center to make that stand. I think they've got to make some adjustments. They've got to figure out where 14 is, I think, all the time, because they're just going to go to him without, any reservation.
Yeah, he's had a really nice football game so far. That's for sure. Keep in mind, we will get our JV volleyball action going here in just a few minutes, as they will be. I think that starts at 5:45,
5:30,
5:30. So pretty soon here they'll be kicking off their matchup.
If you're on our YouTube channel, you can watch both streams simultaneously. If you're on ours, you can open up another browser window, right-click on it, say "Open in a new tab," and you can watch both streams simultaneously to stay up on all the Liberty Center Tiger sports.
We got girls
soccer. That was an add-on. You don't probably have it on the master schedule.
No.
With Toledo Christian. That was actually set to be an away game, but don't know why it got converted to us, but we're going to have it for you.
There you go. Tigers come out on offense. They'll run the sweep to Sager. He's got some room out there. He gets outside, and then a penalty flag flies.
No, I watched that. That's not a good call.
And I think they're going to get holding on the outside of the
they are, but that wasn't a good
Tigers.
call. Good thing Cole's not here. He pinches me when I complain about the referees.
Well, those are some of the tough ones that you get called on. I think.
Well, he had to think about it. It was well after the play, and the ball was.
Well, I think Sager had an opportunity to cut there. Just maybe didn't like what he saw inside and tried to go outside, and the offensive lineman kind of got stuck in a spot. I don't know if he held him, but maybe it just made it seem that way.
The back or something.
Maybe it just made it seem that way, and nevertheless, first down and 20 for the Tigers on the 25-yard line. Just over 5 minutes here to go. There's the snap. Here comes the pass. And he's going to take off. Breaks a tackle up across the 40-yard line. Now he's dragged down right at about the 43-yard line.
And another flag. Oh, come on.
And another flag on the play. Personal foul, blindside block called on the Tigers.
So
that's going to be 15, I think, from the spot of the foul. So a big gain there, negated by penalty. So the Tigers, a couple of penalties here to open up the drive. Brings up about probably what will be about a 1st and 40, 45 maybe, 1st and 35.
And, one of the things that we do for our junior high, which the players probably won't like, is we actually record this on our Huddle platform. So the coaches will be reviewing those, and I'm sure there'll be a little, what should we call that? Coaching up.
Yeah, a little coaching up.
Little coaching up.
So 1st and a half a mile for the Tigers. Ball on their own 18-yard line. Miller will be in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He'll hand this side to Sager. Sager now with it on the outside. And a good tackle there by number 13. Not before he gets up to the 24-yard line. Gain of 6 yards on the play for the Tigers. I got some stuff, though. Yeah.
Oh, now 2nd down, 21 for the Tigers. It was 1st down and 33.
So now, if you're the Tigers here, you could use one of those nice little rollout passes here that we've seen Miller accustomed to making here thus far. Sager goes in motion. Now Miller will get it. He rolls out to the left side. Got a couple guys out there. There's the throw on the run, just short of the intended target, number 12, Zane Biederstedt. And it will fall harmlessly to the turf and bring up 3rd down now for the Tigers.
You look like an absolute football genius, Phil.
I mean, he waited as long as he possibly could to throw that ball. He had a guy out there just unable to connect. That's a tough throw there on the run. 3rd and 21 now for the Tigers. This is a big play for the Tigers. Don't want to make a mistake here deep in your own territory. 3rd and 21. Not sure what you do with it here. Don't know how many plays you have in the playbook that'll get you 21 yards.
Well, and do you punt in 7th grade?
I think so. Maybe not.
No rush maybe, though, I think. I don't know.
Tigers will take it under center. Miller will take the snap. Rolls. Got a guy out there, makes a nice throw attempt, but a great interception, number 14, this time showing off defensive skills. And he comes and steps in front of that pass and intercepts it, and it'll be Maumee football inside of Tiger territory.
That's probably about as good as a punt.
I mean, that was a great play there by that guy. What a play. He closed it on that pass and was able to take it away.
And so far it's been number 14 for the Maumee Panthers against the Liberty Center Tigers.
Yeah, that was a really nice play defensively there. That was a really good thrown pass. Just better defensive play there. Now the Tigers got to show up defensively here now as Maumee will have it inside Tiger territory at the 40-yard line. 3:56 to go, 3rd quarter. 8th grade action to follow. Stay with us here.
And we will shut the stream down so it gets recorded for the 7th grade, and then we'll restart our stream again. So there are 2 individual links there that you can follow. So at the conclusion of this game, you go ahead and click on the 8th grade link and or the volleyball link.
Here's the snap. Here's the give. Then smothered right away in the backfield. That's Cifuentes on the stop, number 55. Who else was in on that play? Number 10, Connor Piak.
Sure. Bear with us if we're not pronouncing names right. We're new. It's our first week.
5-yard loss on the play. Good start there for the Tiger defense. 2nd down and 15 now for the Panthers.
I would know where 14 is all the time.
Got him lined up here in the slot to this side. Here comes the rollout pass. They'll throw outside to number 14, but a heavy pressure on the backside there. Who was that? Number 71 in hot pursuit. That was Brantley Scott.
And number 30, Schwab.
Bearing down there on the quarterback, and he had to get rid of it in a hurry. Therefore, an inaccurate pass, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 15. So just what the Tigers needed, a couple of good start down on 1st and 2nd down here. 3rd down and 15 for the Panthers. But they do have big play capability. Would be surprised to see a punt here. I think they'll probably have 2 downs for 15 yards. 2 receivers lined up each side. Here's the snap. Drops back to pass. Heavy heat again. Thrown on the run. And again, heavy heat in there.
71.
Yeah, that was number 71 again. Also number 55. 71, Brantley Scott, and number 55, Isaac Cifuentes, both in there on the heavy heat on the quarterback, and now it's 4th and 15 for the Panthers. Big down here if you're the Tigers defensively. 3:04 to go 3rd quarter.
Two plays in one here. Number 1, you try to draw them off sides, shorten your distance. Number 2, if you don't, then you've got to go to 14 here, I think, Phil.
Yeah, and, we've seen the deep ball a couple of times, so wouldn't be surprised if they just rear it up and throw it deep. You got a wing left here on this side. 2 receivers lined to the right, 1 to the left. He'll take the snap, drops back to pass. Here comes pressure, throws it up there over the middle, just out of the reach of his intended target. And guess who? Going for number 14. Tigers all over that defensively, and a turnover on downs as the Tigers get a big stop, just what they needed, Cap, here. They'll go on their second drive offensively here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I always say you dance with the girl that brought you here, and that's what they did. They threw it up to 14, gave them a chance to catch it. Liberty with some good defense, and I think you had said it multiple times on this drive, the pressure on the quarterback really did not allow him to set and make a good throw.
Yeah, that was 3 straight plays there. The Tigers had good pressure. Again, I think number 26 threw that football before he wanted to on that play there. Again, 2 Tigers coming. I wish I knew the number of the running back there on that play. I think he did a good job just to give the quarterback that extra second to even get rid of the football.
Yeah, because Schwab was coming off the edge.
Yeah, there was a couple of guys there that were there. So Miller now in the shotgun. He'll send Sager in motion. He'll come in motion to the short side of the field. Miller with the carry. He's got a convoy of blockers in front of him. Good block there by Sager. He cuts off his hips, makes a guy miss here at the 37-yard line. And I think he's all the way down right to about the 37-yard line. Big play there for the Tigers after the defensive stop into the Panther territory, and the Tigers will have it 1st down.
Well, and some great vision by Miller there to make those cuts. I mean, there wasn't much of a running lane, boy, and he tucked his shoulder, turned a little bit sideways, and got some yards where there weren't yards available.
Line did a nice job. He had a lot of room out there, and then Sager picked up a downfield block, and so did Lucas Roars, which kind of gave him that extra 5 or 6 yards out there, Cap. So running backs doing a nice job blocking here now in the second half.
Yeah, I like Sager. He comes off the wing, man, and he's in there.
Yeah, he's physical. Bad snap. Miller does a nice job just to be able to recover. So a heads-up play there for Miller. He tried to grab it initially, and then he kind of slipped, and I think he just made the wise decision there to come to drop down on the football. Yeah,
and Liberty coaches are not happy that play happened, but I think it did happen, and he made, as you said, a great decision. Don't try to make more out of it than it is. Protect the ball, live to fight, 2nd down.
Well, penalties last drive is what hurt Liberty Center, so really, I think they feel confident to still be able to have a 1st down here with 2nd and 15. Sager in motion to the far side of the field. Miller fakes the give, looks to throw. Got a guy out there, takes off the run. Now he crosses the 40-yard line, and he's pushed down from behind, and he is down to about the 40-yard line. He did have a target out there, but I think by that time, I don't know if he would have been able to make that throw all the way across the field. So I think he made the right choice there, Cap, just getting what he could.
Yeah, I think that might have gotten a little bit. The play took so long to develop that it might have got a little bit further than his ability to loft the ball down there. So, I like his decision-making, Phil. I mean, You know, he's a 7th grade quarterback, and we're talking about decisions he's making. I'm thinking that's pretty good right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you get it to 3rd down and 12. If you can get half of it, you can get a manageable 4th down situation here. So Miller under center. Wing line up to the right side, tries to go on 2 again. And Maumee, once again, just very, very disciplined up front and not jumping. That's about the 3rd or 4th time we've seen that. And the Tigers will take the timeout and get some water, and we'll be back to action here just shortly. 45 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Talk about our schedule a little bit. We've got volleyball coming up. We've got 8th grade football, and then we've got girls soccer as the Lady Eagles of Toledo Christian come in to take on our Liberty Center Lady Tigers. And then, you know, of course, Friday, Napoleon, the Wildcats come to town, and that's that rivalry was generational.
Folks get here early.
Then we had this lapse of we didn't play each other, and everybody was talking about, well, we'd have beat you this year, and you'd have beat us this year, and whatever. And so I was very glad when we renewed that. And it is a Henry County rivalry, and you want to get here early,
Get here early, folks. It's going to be packed house.
But then Saturday,
I'm ready for
we've
that
got
one,
JV
guy.
football against Oak
one.
Harbor, and Oak Harbor's going to want to come to Rexlinger Stadium to prove a point.
I am ready for that one, big guy.
And, normally when we have varsity football at home on Friday, we don't have JV football. But
and I just want to shout out to Caleb Pullman there. Great job there by both of those ADs to reach out and get those guys a game.
That game
numbers.
We'll also have volleyball on Saturday also.
Another rollout pass. This time he's got a guy out there. Great catch in traffic. Broke a tackle. Still alive at the 20. Broke another tackle down to the 18. And what a nice pass once again there from Bryce Miller. Who was that guy out there?
Aiden Vickers, number 18.
Vickers with a nice catch there in traffic.
I think it was
Is that 16 or
16?
15?
16. Aiden Vickers.
Aiden Vickers, great catch in traffic. Broke a tackle, got another 2 or 3 yards. And Miller once again rolling to his left with a pinpoint pass down to the 19-yard line. Tigers in business inside the red zone.
And the Maumee coach just threw his hat and is like, why would you let him behind you?
Tigers now under center. It'll be Miller. He'll give. A lot of running room there. Breaks across the 10. Now he's down to about the 7-yard line, we'll call it. A lot of running room there for the Tigers. That was Roars on the carry. And that'll be a 1st down inside the red zone. Inside.
Yep. It looks like about the 7-yard line.
So goal to go here, and that will be the end of quarter number 3 here at Rexlinger Stadium, Kip Kern Field, with your score all knotted up between the Tigers and the Panthers. It's 14-all going to the 4th. And let's hear from our sponsor.
Tiger Sports Live would like to thank its 2024-25 title sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Swanton Welding, P's and Ello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support them.
And once again, thank you to all of those sponsors who make all these broadcasts possible. Without those people, none of this would be possible. And, it's all free. It's just something that not only is it, capable that we can do this, but we love doing this. Again, I'm super excited for Saturday morning cap. I love getting to watch the JV guys suited up, and they play so hard because they know what's at stake. This is not just a run around game. I mean, you got 72 kids on a roster. They're out here fighting for positions and spots. And, we saw last year, Garrison Cruz move up throughout the year. We saw other kids we saw other kids move up throughout the year. And these games are not just great for reps, but they're also out there to be fighting for spots and to make a point.
Yeah, and the cool thing about that mentality, Phil, is we practice like that. We play like that. One of the things that I love the philosophy of our Liberty Center coaching staff. There are no big games. You play, you practice, like every game it's a business. You go to work. You don't get up for one game and down for another game. You don't get up for a JV game and not get up for a varsity game because you never know when the number's going to be called.
And you're getting 36 guys in on your first Friday night. You're doing something right. Miller in the shotgun. First down and goal from the 8-yard line. He'll take the snap, running all the way. Good block there on the edge. Great run there from Miller. I think he got down to about the 3-yard line. Number 74. That was Silvis, I believe, there on the block there.
Yep.
I think the right guard. He had a nice block there to kind of spring Miller down to the 2-yard line, to the 3-yard line maybe. So gain of 5.
Yeah, I think as this game progresses, I think you're seeing Liberty's big guys on the line just starting to push a little more and a little more. That was a nice run, 5 yards on that carry, and it was really on the backs of the linemen just pushing forward.
Miller now under center. He'll take the snap. Hands to Roars. Roars driven down right away. No
36.
gain on the play.
36 for Maumee. Shot the gap. Just got almost a horse collar, but made the tackle nonetheless.
No gain on the play. Still 3rd down and 3 here for the Tigers. Tigers, have probably had the ball for almost 3 quarters of this game. I mean, for almost 2 quarters of this game, just starting the 4th quarter here. But Maumee has had some big plays.
They scored on their first offensive play back in the first quarter.
Yeah, Maumee's had some big
Actually,
plays.
in the second quarter, Liberty Center had the ball the entire first quarter. They went 9 minutes.
Miller takes the snap, run all the way. Good move to kick it outside. Stop just short of the goal line. They're going to say right at about the 1-foot line. And this is a huge play for both teams, Cap. 4th down and goal from the 1.
Well, and here, let's see if Maumee switches up. They haven't been covering the center. Okay, and if I'm the quarterback, I don't care what the coach calls. I might get in trouble for this, but it's going to be a tap and go if the center's not covered.
Well, you might see a sneak here. They've kind of run that drawn-out handoff, and that's, Maumee's kind of snuffed that out a few times.
Okay, they're covering the center now.
Miller now will go under center. 4th down and goal. Here's the snap. He turns. He hands off to Roars. He walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty Center on a methodical drive, Cap. They really ate the clock once again. A couple of nice pass plays again there from Miller, and the Tigers score it to make it 20-14. And they'll go for the 2-point conversion. That was a statement. That's a statement run right there. You kind of said something about the offensive line is really moving people. That was moving people right there. He was able to walk in the end zone.
Yeah, I think Schwab and the boys over on the right side have been imposing their will here.
Here's Miller under center. He'll fake the handoff. Rolls. Got a guy out there just off the hands
We had him
of
deep.
Roars. Had a couple of guys out there. Not sure if he got caught in between. But nevertheless, ball falls to the turf.
Cole's going to be mad at me, but I'm going to push the replay button and see what we get here.
Falls harmlessly to the turf. 2-point conversion's no good. 20-14. Tigers lead it.
Yeah, no, that ain't going to work.
So while we got a break in the action here, Cap, and you got a few seconds, in case you didn't join the broadcast with us last Friday, Cap, talk a little bit about our new logo. Obviously, Tiger Sports Live, it's what we are, it's what we do. But, you guys see the 51 and the heart and the wings. And, Cap, just talk a little bit about that with us for our listeners that maybe didn't hear it on Friday.
I believe it's Duchenne muscular dystrophy took the life of Kent Michael Spiess. And Kent was our GOAT fan. We
had pickleball up here one day, and he was like, let's let –
we lived to broadcast for Kent, the Kent dog, as I called him. And, on days, and this is personal to me, but on days that I wanted to just take everything and chuck it in the school and say, I'm done, I forget it, it's too much. And, I knew Kent was out there listening. I know Graham Jean Kern's out there listening. I know there's people that say, I can't wait. I'll listen to anything, and Kent was one of those. And I know with Kent's passing this year, Kent's looking down on us, and that's our logo. That 51, he will always be Liberty Center's 51.
Might have to retire that jersey somewhere in these rafters. Good tackle.
I would say so. I don't know. But he's, it's symbolic. He is looking. We love him. We always did. He loved us, and he's looking down on us right now. And so our logo is going to stay that way probably forever, as long as I have a say in it.
Absolutely.
And, we also, nobody was tougher than him. He lived well beyond his life expectancy and what doctors thought. And so at the end of every game, the KK Collision post-game show, we get the big dog.
The big dog.
The big dog award.
And who was that winner on Friday?
That was Stephen Brogan.
Stephen Brogan. That's never a bad choice. He was involved in a lot.
Yeah, that was kind of easy. Jackson Lonzad was my nominee. Not that I didn't think Brogan deserved it, but because Brogan is a bad dude.
That was a nice tackle there. Once again, that's the number 10, Connor Piach.
No, Piach, I think.
So third down and short here. The Tigers have kind of stiffened up the run defense a little bit, Cap. Maumee does have some big running backs breaking some tackles, but time is of the essence here if you're Maumee. 4 minutes to go, just over 4 minutes to go. Oh, man. Big dog of the game. I like that. Man, Hunter Spangler, too.
And that's
he had 2 sacks.
D-A-W-G.
Yeah, absolutely. Hunter Spangler was an absolute man-child out there. Here's the give up the middle. Little counter. Stuffed right there by Cifuentes. What a play. No gain on the play. 4th down. What a great play. Cifuentes had a one-on-one block. He shedded that block, Cap. He said no way, and he made a big hit on the running back there. 4th down.
This is Liberty Center makes a stop here. This is the game.
This could be the play of the game here, Cap, if you're both squads. Maumee will come out, 4th down and 1. He'll come out in the shotgun. 13 lined up to his left.
They got to come up on 14. You got to come up on those receivers.
2 receivers line up to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the give right up the middle. Cifuentes tries to get the hit. He escapes, but Hahn right there at the 50-yard line to drive him down. They'll say he rolled over to the 49 and a 1st down carry for the Panthers.
Boy, Liberty, that was risky. All they had to do was dump it out on that wide side to 14. Liberty was bunched up in the gap thinking they were going to run. 14 would have been hard to catch out there.
So Maumee battling here now with the Tigers at the 49-yard line. Liberty Center has kind of shut down some of those longer runs. They've done a better job containing outside, Cap, which you mentioned earlier in the game. They kind of had gotten drawn in on the line there, so good job. Now he'll roll out to pass. Heavy heat there from Schwab. Throws it on the run, and it might be intercepted, but just dropped out there by Bryce Miller. Great defensive play, though, to step in front of that ball, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Yeah, but going back to that, you had said, the defensive line were kind of getting sucked inside a little bit. We have not seen those outside runs be successful here in the second half, so good job adjusting there for Liberty Center to kind of negate those outside runs.
Yeah.
Because we've seen a couple of counter plays, but our linemen have really sucked that into the inside, and we've seen them shed some blocks and make some nice tackles as well. Maumee comes out in a 3-wide set. Wing back lined up to the left side. Running back on the left. He'll take the snap. Drops back to pass. Heavy heat. Throws it on the run. Just low. Hits off the turf. And it'll be incomplete. 3rd down now for the Panthers.
Well, good defense out there on number 14 because that's where obviously he wants to go all the time. And that's Connor Piach again with some great defense.
He's had a nice game defensively, Cap.
Yeah. And again, pressure made the quarterback a little uncomfortable.
And that's something that Defiance was unable to do last week against Napoleon. Owen Espinoza, a nice quarterback. He'll have a say for NLL Player of the Year, I'm sure, when it's all said and done. But, just unable to get any pressure on him. The Tigers, they're going to send guy after guy in there with just a lot of strength. And you're seeing that here tonight. Our 3 down linemen are getting heavy pressure on this quarterback. Here comes some more. Bullion into the backfield. Great throw, able to get it away just out of the reach of the receiver. But again, Cap, we talked about pressure. Again, quarterback with some heat in his face. That was Brantley Scott, number 71. And it'll be 4th down and 10 for the Panthers. Got to go for it here now with 2:36 to go, down 6.
This is the game right here.
I think you might get a timeout here from the Panthers.
Probably, rightfully so. Hey, with the heat issues earlier this week. The soccer games did get rescheduled. They are on our website. If you go out there, you'll find them. I think one is the 16th of September and one was the 19th, right around those days. So those soccer matches are rescheduled and the dates are updated on there. It was about 137 on the field.
Well, we had some hail the other night too. That was very crazy, to say the least. Me and my son walked outside and we're like, what in the heck is going on?
What in the hell?
Well, it sounded like somebody was breaking into the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I was in my barn, so.
We always talk about reps and things like that, Cap. These are, this is game one. This is a really big situation here if you're the Tigers. We've seen it twice now. They've come up big defensively on the last series. Now this one, 4th down and 10. And as you said, this could potentially be the ball game here if you're the Tigers. So not just reps, but big-time reps and key moments here to start the season in game number 1. Maumee, they look a little bit tired, Cap.
Well, it's
They
warm.
look a little
They've been getting
tired.
beat on.
4th down and 10. Panthers in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Rolls to his right. Looks to throw. Got a guy out there. Great catch in traffic. And he caught that right at about the 36-yard line. And a first down for the Panthers. Nice pitch and catch there from 26 to 14. And he strikes again, Ken.
Yeah,
I'm impressed with him.
Yeah. I mean, it's easier to coach from up here, but I'm grabbing one of my kids and say, look, I don't care where he goes, you go with him.
So big conversion there from the Panthers, but got to have a score here if you're Maumee. Clock should be – he went out of bounds. Okay.
Yep, he was out of bounds. So clock just stopped till the ball is snapped.
Ball at the 37-yard line. Little switch up here now for Maumee. Okay.
No,
he's going to go tell him what's going on here.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute. Wildcat.
Here's the snap. Heavy pressure off the edge. Throws it up there, and it's caught. And he will score. A nice pitch and catch there. From 26 to 35, and all the attention on 14, and 35 gets behind the defense, and a touchdown for Maumee, and they tie the score at 20, so another big play here for both squads.
That was a phenomenal call by the Maumee coaching staff.
Absolutely. They just sent him on a straight streak route there, able to get behind the defense, and he scores.
But
big play here.
Was it too soon?
Big play coming here for the Panthers. 2-point conversion to potentially take the lead. 20-all here the score. They'll line up at the conventional spread. 26 the quarterback with a running back 13 to his left. One receiver to the far side, 2 to the short side. Here is the handoff up the middle. He runs it, tries to get in, and he does score. And the 2-point conversion is good. And with 2:23 to go here in the fourth quarter, it is Maumee 22, Liberty Center 20. So the Tigers have had some good passing offense here tonight. Cap, we'll see what happens here. Is, the way that they've been running the football, Cap, I don't think that's completely out of their disposal as well. They've been able to move the ball. So maybe if you can complete a couple of passes here, you can open up the defense to find some running lanes.
Yeah, I think Liberty's got the ability with 2:23 left here to go down the field. I think Maumee's, do they go into prevent defense and let Liberty Center run?
Well, that's the question here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great point. I mean, what defense do you play? The Tigers have been successful on a lot of their passing plays, but here in the fourth quarter, Liberty Center has been all smash mouth, so it'll be interesting to see as the Tigers still have 2 timeouts. So, Cap, we had talked about, trying to get them to jump a little bit. How big does that timeout loom now on that offensive series? Another interesting point to make.
Yeah. Yep, I think they're going to go with their 4-down linemen.
I mean, like I said, run game not completely out of the question here. Might see a rollout pass, though. Those have been pretty successful. Here's Miller. He'll fake. He rolls out. Throws it on the run. Just incomplete.
Great play by
the turf.
By number 16 for Liberty Center. Who is that?
That is Aiden Vickers.
Yeah, Vickers turned into a defensive man real quick. That ball was right in the hands of number 22 for Maumee. Vickers came by and knocked it out of his hand. So great, and that's something that is hard to teach a receiver. On an errored pass like that, you got to turn into a defensive guy real quick.
There's been a couple times where I think that Roars has been open in the flats.
Yeah.
That maybe a coaching, could say, hey, let's check this out. Dump it down to him and get some yards. Roar's a big kid over there, physical kid. Now Miller will take the snap. It's run right all the way. Good blocking there. He's got some space. Cuts up across the 40, down to the 42-yard line, and a gain of, we'll call it 7 yards on the play. 2 minutes, clock rolling, 3rd down and 3 here now for the Tigers.
Yeah, Liberty can't take. They got to move the ball. 2 minutes is a lot for Liberty Center, but they can't be. They got to do it with some urgency here.
And that's one of the things about throwing it there on 1st down, and making it 2nd and 10. Maybe if you get those yards on 1st down and it's 2nd and 3 instead. But here we are in this situation, 3rd and 3 with 1:43 clock rolling. Here's the snap. They'll give it over to Sager. Sager follows his block to Roar. Sager with his space on the outside. He gets across the 50 and does a nice job to get out of bounds after he picks up 1st down yardage to the Panther 48-yard line. 1:34 clock stopped. So a good job there by Sager. He kind of stutter-stepped and set up that block. Good block there by Roars. Was able to get 2 guys.
And I'm going to go back to a play that was down here probably 2 quarters ago where he didn't make that put your foot in the ground and jump. And the coach went right over to him and said, look, plant your foot and go. Plant your foot and go. And that's exactly what he did. He planted his foot and he went. And so that's great coaching and great reception of the players to take that and use it.
And again, a great block out there by Roars as well. Here's the snap. Miller back to pass. Got a guy. Thought about the throw. Now he directs traffic. Now he takes off. And he is tackled right there after a gain of maybe a yard. And I think Liberty Center is going to be forced to take a timeout.
I think that took a lot of time, though, Phil.
Yeah, again, I think Miller had a guy open in the flats there, but got caught looking downfield.
Well, I think he wanted. Yeah, the play was downfield, and we're asking a lot for a 7th grade quarterback in game 1 of the year to check down and go to the flat. But he'll get that. I mean, as talented as he is right now, in terms of his maneuverability and his passing and his ability to roll out, he'll pick that up. It's all about reps. I know I use that term a lot. But it's all about reps.
It's a very key, very, very key factor,
Yep.
I mean, 1:22 here to go, 4th quarter. Cap, we couldn't ask for a better opening game to our doubleheader here tonight as Maumee has came here to play. And, again, a big touchdown pass from Maumee to tie the score, and then a nice little run there for the Panthers to get the 2-point conversion. The Tigers have moved the ball from the 35 down to the Panther 47.
Well, and it's a great day for Maumee football. I mean, we talked earlier about the plights of the football program at Maumee the last 5-6 years, and for them to come out and play well.
Well, Miller looks to pass, got a couple of guys out here. Decides to run, and he wisely runs out of bounds right at about the 41-yard line. So it'll bring up another 3rd down and short. Looks like 3rd and 3, we'll call it. But a heads-up play there to get out of bounds.
Yep. Didn't have anything downfield. Maumee's playing 5 defensive backs and made a good decision just to run it, get it out of bounds. He didn't, he could have made a bad decision, tried to get more yardage. Instead, he got what he could. 3rd down. You got 2 downs to go yet to get 3 or 4 yards. The clock's not your friend right now, but the sideline was.
So Miller will be in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Looks like it's a run all the way. Got some cutting room there. Great open field tackle, but a 1st down. So a wise decision there to kind of just cut up and get that 1st down. And man, he is beyond his years with his smartness on the field. I mean, that was it doesn't seem that way, but that was a wise choice, kind of trying to draw it outside and get stuff short. He made the cut up the middle, was able to get the 1st down. Clock still rolling there with a minute to go. Ball on the 36-yard line. Just over 50 seconds here to play in the game. Tigers will take the snap. Roll out pass. He's got a guy out there, just knocked away, and a big play there from 14, playing the safety. as it looked like Lonzak, I believe, is 18. Looked like he was out there.
I think that's
Vickers, actually.
I think
Aiden
16.
Vickers.
Yeah. You hate
defensive
these
play.
You hate these black and white jerseys when
6
they're
and
running.
8s, man.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and 10 with 45 seconds to go here in the game.
But incomplete pass does stop the clock, though.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see a run play and a timeout here to see if maybe they can get a play on 3rd down. Here comes the guy in motion. That's Sager. He gets the handoff. Good initial block. Now we got stuffed right there at the 35-yard line, and now a timeout coming for the Tigers. As a big play, 13 has made a couple of really nice stops here for the Panthers, and that'll bring up 3rd down and about 9 yards to go with 36 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, Liberty Center, the offensive end, kind of quit on the play and left the running back out there on his own. But it'll come. That'll come. So with 36 seconds left on the 3-chord scoreboard, we got to thank 3-chord for their sponsorship of the scoreboard. And
wearing my Tiger Sports Live shirt as we speak,
there
sir.
you go. I didn't have my Tiger Sports Live paraphernalia onto the office today, so.
Oh man.
Or I'd have shorts on.
What a great opening game here. You guys are getting everything you could ask for here if you're joining us here. I mean, this has been a back-and-forth game. You know, we talked about it. The Tigers kind of owned that first quarter. 9-minute drive, took the whole first quarter, was able to punch it in. Maumee responds with a one-play drive, and then from there it's been more methodical drives, Cap. You know, the Tigers did a nice job taking some of those long plays away, but that's what we've seen from Maumee. Big plays, a couple of big passing plays, and that's where we're at, 22-20.
Yeah, and if you're out there looking for the 8th grade game, it will be here after the conclusion of this.
Sager in motion.
He's going to throw it
off. He throws it. Schwab's out there. And Schwab had it, but was unable to come down with it at the 20-yard line. And with 31 seconds to go, it'll be 4th down for the Tigers. And that was something I had mentioned that they were going to run it and then maybe draw something up. That was it right there. Had Schwab out there. Good throw from Sager, just unable to complete it. 4th down for the Tigers.
And I do want to give credit where credit's due. Number 14 for the Maumee Panthers has been the playmaker. And a couple times I've seen some really great sportsmanship from him. Like right there, he went over Schwab, said, "Hey, come on, bud, you're good." Helped him up, picked him up. He was helping some of the Liberty players up, patting him on the back. That was a very good sportsman display of sportsmanship here. So 4th down here, and this is the game.
Sure is. Miller in the shotgun. He takes the snap, rolls to his left, throws, intercepted. And good defense there from Maumee, and we have seen them play pretty solid defense all game here. Cap, I mean, like I said, their linebackers have played well, and now a DB comes in with the interception, and the Tigers' effort here in the 4th quarter will fall just short. But take no credit away. The Panthers have played a very good football game here today, and we witnessed a good one here today, Cap.
Yeah, and, you know, I think a couple of things that I noticed is it doesn't – I mean, there were some plays that looked like game one. A lot of plays didn't.
No, yeah.
A lot of rollout, throwing the ball, plays made on defense, offensive line play. I mean, I could go on and on about, you know, the things that I like that we saw in only game number 1 here. So Maumee probably will just take a knee here as Liberty Center has no timeouts left.
I think lots to build on, though, if you're Liberty Center. You know, you got a nice quarterback, got some athletes around him, big offensive line, you know, just some pieces to work around. Like you said, game number 1 here. Sometimes you take it on the chin, and, you know, that's what happens. And I think this is going to be a good learning process, and they'll come out ready to go next week. And that's what's going to happen. They will take a knee on it, and that'll be the final play of the game. Maumee will come in here and take a 22-20 victory here in the 7th grade action. Join Cap and I here in just a few minutes. I think maybe 10, maybe 15-ish minutes or so.
Well, we're running way behind. It was supposed to start at 5:15. We got a girls' soccer game in an hour and a half, so it's going to be tight. I think they're going to probably give them the minimal amount. Both teams are warming up. They're warmed up. Maumee was on the practice field, and Liberty was over on the side here. So we'll see how many minutes. But Maumee prevails 22-20 over the 7th grade Tigers. And I think we saw a lot of good things and a lot
like
of
15.
Yep. So we'll be back at 15 minutes with the 8th grade action. And even though Liberty Center took a defeat, it's always good night, and it's always good Tiger sports.